Scott Newport Richie says, when fishing around the power plants, and Scott would probably be fishing around the Anclo power plant, what is the proper etiquette when many other boats are around? How far should you stay away from the boats next to you?
Bill, my opinion is that definitely casting distance, but you should consider, because there's going to be a lot of boats in there. It's almost like a miniature Boca Grande, and I know you spend a lot of time guiding tarpon out there. But also consider that when you have a big fish on the line, his running distance. So I would stay, to give you a footage or yardage, I would say probably at least 50 yards away from another boat, if not 100.
Yeah, I like that. But you need to know that in the power plants, there's a lot of people that don't know that rule, and they're going to get close. And you're just going to have to be patient and don't blow up and start yelling and throwing stuff. But you do have to give everybody some. Just be considerate. All right. Libby in Tarpon Springs asks, what type of rod and reel combo would you recommend for general all-around fishing? Also, what pound test line should I use for this combo? All right, I'll answer that one. I had this question the other day. Libby, I would say a spinning rod for sure. They're the easiest by far for everybody to use. Most of the spinning rods are 7 feet to 8 feet. You don't get a whole lot of 8s, but that's the range. At 8 feet I use a lot of 8-foot rods when I'm throwing live baits because you can throw it a little bit farther. 7 foot I like because it's usually a little bit stiffer and I can work an artificial bait better. I'm lucky enough to have a number of rods in different sizes, but if you want one rod and reel, then I would go with a 7-foot 6-inch rod. And I'd go check it out, see medium action, see if you like that. If that's just too long for you, then go to a 7. So a 7 to a 7.6, and then you want a reel that balances on that. You choose the rod first and then go to the reel. That's what I do. I know what I'm looking for in a rod, and I get the right action, then I put a reel that balances on it. If you've already got a reel, say you got one for Christmas, then you just do the opposite. Take your reel in and get a rod that matches it. And as far as pound test line, I use the braided lines now. I use Tough Line, and anywhere from 15 to 20 pound Tough Line or Power Pro or some of the others that are out there is what I use. Now those have a much smaller diameter than monofilament. 20-pound Tough Line has the diameter of about 6 or 8 pound monofilament. So you can get a lot more line on your reel. It's much smaller. It casts a mile, but you still have the strength. So that's what I would use. All right, Libby, thanks for the emails. Let's see about the trophy case. Thanks for sending us these good pictures. There's Bradley. Bradley's got a nice